All right, guys, what's going on? All right, so I recently had a note. Someone sent me an email. They were trying to figure out what's the best way to reattach the knuckle to the steering shaft. So right here, you see, oh, by the way, this is a Z32 300ZX. I would imagine the same rack configuration is the same across the board for all the 90 through 98 Nissans. All right, so basically what we're trying to do is just unattach the steering column from the knuckle right here, which is also attached to the rack. So this is your power steering setup. Most people have Hikers and so forth. They're basically all the same. So the first thing you got to do is just loosen these bolts right here. It should be 4. There's one right here. One right here. This one's already loose. Another right here. And here's the last one right here. This is a longer bolt because I changed the bushings on here. So just pay no attention to that. Yours is going to be standard size unless you swapped out your bushings for some energy suspension. All right, so what I did, I loosened all the bolts. And right now, if you were to just sort of take your hand, probably hard to see, but if you look here, this is real loose. And look what happens as I move the rack. You see how that's opening and closing? It's real simple. In order to get these twin turbos in, there's always going to be a problem of attaching the steering column because, for one, if you're using 3.0 downpipes and so forth, it's usually going to end up hitting this as you drop the motor in. So the best thing to do is just unattach the steering column from the knuckle. In order to do that, you loosen the 4 bolts, and this whole steering rack is very easy to manipulate. So basically, I'm just going to show you how I unattach it. I just pull straight down, just like this. Boop! It pops right out. Some of yours might be a little pesky, so just spray a little WD-40 or PB Blaster in there. But if you notice at the bottom of this steering column, it looks like a upside down hat or something. This piece right here is flat. This side must face where the bolt goes in, right here, okay? So as you take them out, just try not to manipulate the steering column. Otherwise, you're going to have your steering alignment off a little bit. But as long as you remember to keep this straight and look at your steering wheel, keep your wheels straight, it's easy to put back together. So basically what I'm going to do now, let's just assume that engine is in, and now I'm ready to fasten everything back. All 4 bolts are loose. Remember the bolts, 1, 2, 3 on the back side and 4 right here. It's like 17s or whatever. You loosen those up. Now you can move your rack. So in this case, I'm just going to pull the rack down as far as I can. I'm going to move over the steering column. Very simple. I'm trying to do this and hold my phone. But basically, as best as I can, I'm going to try to mate the steering column with the knuckle. So let's see how we do. Gotta make sure the steering wheel is straight. All right, hang on a second. It's going to get a little crazy. I might end up having to use 2 hands. Sorry about that. I think I got it fairly close. Almost. Come on. There we go. All right. So now I was able to join them. All I'm going to do is just push all the way up. See how easy it slides in and out? Very easy. I'm going to take my 12 mil, go in from the top side. Actually, it really doesn't matter, but if you take a look at your knuckle, it's already been provisioned right here so that the bolt has a nice place to seat properly. So just make sure, if you look real closely, you push this all the way up, so where the bolt is going to lie is going to be smack dab in the middle. So half on either side of where that flat piece is. Just start screwing your bolt in. I'm going to try to get started by hand. Then I'm going to take my 12 mil ratchet and then just start tightening it up. And that's basically how you unattach it in a nutshell. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See y'all soon.